master of the communication. Fancom, ciao a tutti. And so, beta is very near, beta events, but there will be just weekends or an open 24 hours a day.
Yeah, no, there will be weekends for people who pre-order the game or get one from a giveaway. And we're going to do pretty massive giveaways as well. Then we'll get into the beta weekend. So we'll have starting May 11th. We'll have a beta every weekend, more or less every weekend up until the launch of the game. We also have an ongoing closed beta, but that's of course a development-driven beta. So that's not, we're not letting in the masses into that beta. That's more for, that's primarily a development environment. So no, those beta weekends are that's the best chance to get into and try the game.
All right. And technical question about the freeform progression of the characters. And don't you think that with this kind of progression, to make an halt in the game is useless? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
a good or a bad thing?
Well, I would say it's only a good thing.
Many people love to make an halt.
And you can do that if you want to.
Yeah.
But, and of course, I mean, if you want to join another secret society, you have to create an alt. So I mean, if you want to explore every bit of the game and enjoy every storyline and everything, then you need to at least have 3 characters. But of course, yes, the fact that we don't have any classes, that you can become anything you want and you can, acquire any of the 500 abilities, means that no, there's a much lower requirement for alts in this game.
Yeah. And what did you learn from the Age of Conan launch to improve the player experience at launch?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I mean, the engine that we have now is much more solid. I mean, it's the Age of Conan engine, but it's taken to a whole different level. So it's much improved. And also, if you head back to Age of Conan now and take a look at that game, you'll see that the technical experience is much improved, even for Age of Conan, and doubly so for the sequel world, I would say. Our developers also this time around, they're focusing much more on creating more interesting and engaging content throughout the experience. I mean, Age of Conan had an amazing start, but of course it was less and less handcrafted in a way the further you got into the game. Exactly. Yeah. But in the sequel world, you will see much more consistent quality in the content from when you start out till the very end. And I think that's one of the things that are really that's really going to be very solid about the sequel world, is that it feels almost like a single player game in the fact that everything is handcrafted and well made, and the storylines are well told. But it's so massive. There's hundreds of hours of gameplay.
And also a much more solid crafting in the game.
Instead
of Age of Conan launch.
I would prefer this one, And the reaction that we've seen, I mean, we showed the crafting system at GDC a few weeks ago, and the reactions that we've seen are very positive. Absolutely.
Yeah. And a question about Anarchy online. Well, we'll see. There's an engine revamp of the game. Is that something new about that?
Well, we don't have.
We saw a video.
We don't have a release date for it. No, we don't. I wish I could give it to you, but we don't have that. But the team is working very hard on it, and they're breaking new grounds all the time now. So. I mean, it is coming out, absolutely, and we just, as you said, we just released a preview video of it, and I mean, we're playing it internally, and it's working, and it's looking excellent. But it's just I mean, it's quite a process bringing all of that old content into the new graphics engine or into the upgraded graphics engine. So that's really why it's taking a lot of time, but it's definitely getting there.
And you changed the business model for Age of Conan from a subscription model to a free-to-play. What do you think about this change?
It's worked wonderful for us.
Feedback.
Yeah, it's worked great for us. I mean, we saw that immediately after we did it. We saw just a spike in server activity and people coming into the game. It spiked. I mean, it really improved, and I think it brought a new air into. It gave Age of Conan, a breath of new air. And we saw that. I mean, I can't give you any latest numbers, but we right after we launched the new sorry, completely blacked out there. the new business model.
Yeah.
We saw that. I mean, we quickly announced after that we had over 2 million people had played the Age of Conan up to that point, and that's a number we reached. I mean, on the back of that change in business model. So it worked really well for us, and it's right now it's alive and it's better than it's ever been.
Can we expect another expansion for Age of Conan in the near future?
Not something I can announce here, but the guys are always working on new content, and yeah, we'll see.
Ok, thank you very much, Erling.
Thank you.
Ciao a tutti, ci vediamo alle prossime interviste. Ciao.